Then I make them catch 5,000.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Here's Brady. He gets this to Devontae Adams. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, It can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Touchdown, Colts! Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Brady's throw there complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield now. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Mixon running right. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. 7-7, our score after 1. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff to Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
2nd and 12.
Mayfield now from the 50. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield. And this is going to be home in by the tight end Andrews.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, Mixon, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Throw left side, completes Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Shotgun now for Brady.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Again, they'll throw with Brady.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Play action. Now Brady. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown. Devontae Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
On the return, it's Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now Mayfield. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's a give to Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. He's got him in, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Now a play fake. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady looking deep for Adams. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Mayfield to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Wiggles free. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Brady now on first down. Flush to his right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 26.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Brady to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Colts 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield now. This goes out wide for Mixon. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going deep for Diggs. Touchdown, Colts. It's complete. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as... They'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They run it again with Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. The drive starts with a completion left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Mayfield. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time?
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 39 that time. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect. Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice?